Greetings, cyberdogs and citizens of the internet. This is ReNDoG coming at you from the RenStar maintenance level in this Let's Play Minecraft Feed the Beast series. In the previous episode, we were working on getting a roof on top of our nuclear reactor chambers. And in this episode, my friends, we are going to get back to the task of making some sweet-ass factories. Because after all, people, we are playing Feed the Beast. We're not just playing Minecraft up in here. And we need to start getting technical. Because you know what? It has been a couple of episodes, but we've spent the last couple of episodes or so getting back into this series, and I am ready to make a new factory today. Sit back and relax, my cyber diggity dogs. Let's feed the beast that is our mind. Well, my cyber diggity dogs, welcome to another episode of Feed the Beast, and man, am I in a good mood today. I just got back from a wonderful day out in London town with a lady, and yes, it was a date, and it was sweet. We went to a gallery and we saw an absolutely amazing exhibition. And you know what, my friends? I had an absolutely amazing time today. And I am in such a freaking good mood. It is unbelievable, man. It's crazy. I'm in the best mood possible. Well, I'm kind of in a good mood and kind of in a bad mood. I'm in a bad mood because tomorrow I have to go back to work. Tomorrow is Monday. Right now is Sunday evening, and you know what, guys? I've decided let's play some freaking Feed the Beast with my cyberdogs before I start another week of work. And today I want to start working on another factory. It has been quite a while now since we created like a factory using machines and whatnot. And that's because we've been out of the Feed the Beast loop for, I don't know, about 6 or 7 months now. I'm not entirely sure how long it's been, but it's been a pretty long ass time. And I've kind of been trying to prepare my brain for getting back into Feed the Beast. You know, Feed the Beast is an incredibly complicated mod pack. And as you guys know, I'm a freaking Minecraft noob, so it's even harder for me to play Feed the Beast than it is to play normal Minecraft survival. So when I get to making, when it comes to making factories and whatnot, my brain needs a little bit of time to warm up. But guys, I think I am in a very good place at the moment to start working on a new factory. And man, I'm in such a good mood today. I'm pretty sure I'm going to get it right. And the factory that I want to work on today, guys, is a white, what is this thing called? A white inverted lamp? Inverted white lamp, yes. That is the factory that I want to work on, guys. I want to work on a factory that makes these blocks over here. Because, as you guys can see, this is an incredibly common block inside of the power module of the RenStar space platform here. In fact, it's one of the most common blocks. However, it takes quite a lot of resources to build one of these blocks. They're all cheap-ass resources, but you got to put them together, and it's quite a lot of steps to get them built. So I want to make for us a facility that is going to create a whole bunch of these inverted white lamps so that we can start working on the next module of the RenStar. And you know, now that we've got a ton of space here in the maintenance level, I thought we could set up a few production facilities down here. I have been thinking about turning one of these sections over here into like a landing bay. So that could be pretty sweet, right? So check it out. If you were flying into the RenStar space platform, you could come through like an entry bay here, and you could land like, and you could land here, and there could be like a docking station over here, and I don't know, like a tool area. That could be pretty sweet. Trying to figure out what to do with all of the space down here in the power module, guys, considering that we've got our power control room, we've got our battery room, we've got our nuclear reactors. There's not much else we need in our power plant module. So trying to be a bit creative, man. But today, guys, I've been fiddling around with a design for a factory, and I think that I may have stumbled across a design that could work. But I am warning you, man, this could go horribly freaking wrong. But anyway, let's give it a go. So what we're going to be trying to build over here, guys, is a factory that is going to make inverted white lamps. And we're going to do that by using auto crafting tables, iron transport pipes, a whole bunch of pipeage. We're also going to be using some redstone tube frames, some electrical engines, and a bit of, just a little bit of elbow grease, really. I don't want this to be an extremely complicated build. I want our first factory, after coming back from this Feed the Beast hiatus, to be fairly simple, I think. Let's try keep it as simple as we can. So why don't we put together the recipe for a white inverted lamp? It looks a little something like this, right? We've got glass panes along the side. We've got white lumar in the middle, and then we've got a redstone torch, and that makes inverted white lampage. Now, the real tricky part of this particular factory is the fact that we have 3 different materials here, each that needs to be produced itself. So glass panes needs to be produced from glass, redstone torches needs to be produced from sticks and redstone, and lumar or white lumar needs to be produced from bone meal, redstone, and glowstone. So the three ingredients for the inverted white lamp recipe also need to be produced. So we need to make a factory that is going to produce all 3 of these ingredients and then produce the white inverted lamp. So that's kind of the goal for today, guys, and let's see if we can actually pull it off. All right, guys, just slept that night away and the storm has cleared also, which is fan-freaking-tastic. Let's get back to our little work area over here, guys. So here's the thinking, right? If we can set up an auto crafting table for each of those ingredients, that should give us a good foundation to start working from, right? So let's start all the way on this side. This auto crafting table is going to make for us our glass panes. So let's get that laying out like that. So this one's going to make glass panes for us. This one is going to make redstone torches for us. So let's get the recipe in for a redstone torch. There we go. This auto crafting table is going to make the white lumar for us, right? So let's get that in there. Sweet. So there's the white lumar. We can actually get all of this lumar in here, I think. We don't need it in our inventory, just to keep it nice and neat. All right, sweet. So all of these crafting tables are going to be making the ingredients for this crafting table. So the next step is to install the wooden transport pipes at the back of these auto crafting tables over here to suck those ingredients out and send them into this crafting table. So those are installed like that. Now what we want to do is get a wooden transport pipe connected to this crafting table, which is going to send the inverted white lamps directly into this relay over here, and this relay is going to pump the inverted lamps into this barrel, and this is where we're going to be storing our inverted white lamps. So let's actually see if this is going to work. What we're going to have to do also is install an autarkic gate up in this jazz. And then I've also run a line of glass fiber cable over here because these autarkic gates require a redstone signal. We're going to be powering this with an electrical engine. So let's get this installed. I mean, we're running on nuclear power right now, right? So we might as well use some proper freaking technology up in here. There we go. So this electrical engine is going to power this autarkic gate. Let's get autarkic gates installed into the back of all of these these wooden transport pipes over there. Sweet. All right, so we're getting there. So this autarkic gate is going to be powered by this electric engine. These autarkic gates are going to need some sort of a redstone signal to operate. But before we can do that, what we need to do is get the materials into our auto crafting table so that they can start producing the ingredients for our final recipe over there. So let's install some iron transport pipes. Yeah, that's what we need. We're going to install some iron transport pipes that are going to go into these auto crafting tables like so. And what we're going to have to do is install some barrels above these auto crafting tables so that we can transport all of the ingredients that we need, so like glass, redstone, glowstone, from our quarries into the top of these barrels. And that's this pneumatic pipe is connected to the pneumatic pipe that goes all the way down into the cyber lab. So we will be able to keep this factory full of the ingredients that it requires to keep running. So that's looking pretty sweet. And of course, what we're going to need to do is install some more wooden transport pipes above these iron transport pipes. So let's get these installed like this. And these wooden transport pipes are going to suck the items out of the barrels. So let's get the barrels installed on top of the wooden transport pipes like this. All right, sweet. That's looking pretty awesome. All right, so this auto crafting table just needs glass, right? So let's get glass. All right, so this is going to be a glass barrel, right? I don't think we have any glass in our inventory though. Nope. Man, I thought I was so organized for today's episode. Apparently not. All right, this auto crafting table is making redstone torches for us, so we're going to need some redstone in this barrel. And then we're going to need another barrel next to it. And this barrel is going to hold the stick. Where's that stick gone? Oh, I stuck it in there. I'll fail! Oh man, I thought I was so freaking organized, my friends. Oh man. Alright, there we go, my friends. Oh man. It's actually, I'm finding it much funnier than it should be, but I've literally spent about 40 minutes trying to get organized, and I haven't managed to actually get organized. So it's pretty dang hilarious, if you ask me. Anyway, let's get another wooden transport pipe installed there, guys, and then we're going to have to get another iron transport pipe installed here. Oops. Like so. And then let's just wrench this. There we go. So the stick's going to come down like this into this auto crafting table. This auto crafting table is making redstone torches. Sweet. All right. Next auto crafting table is making the white lumar. And I think because it needs 2 bone meals to make one, or to make 2 white lumar, we should have 2 barrels of bone meal, so that we can make sure that this auto crafting table gets like an even amount of resources. We don't want it to get like ridiculous amounts of redstone and glowstone, but only half the amount of bone meal. And because there's 2 bone meal required, it's gonna basically halve it, right? If we have a constant supply of all of these materials coming in. So let's where's the bone meal? Where's the bone meal? Facepalm. And yes, you may facepalm. You may facepalm, Cyberdogs. Because you know, this is just getting redonkulous now, honestly. Anyway, let's get some bone meal into these barrels over here, guys. And then glowstone into this one, redstone into this one. Then let's get some more iron transport pipes installed. Man, this is actually going pretty well. Well, aside from the bone meal fails. Let's get some iron transport pipes installed over here. Right, this bone meal is going to come down like this. Let's wrench it. Get another iron transport pipe installed over here. Sweet. Let's wrench that sucker. That's going to come down like this. And actually, do we need an iron transport pipe here? Or just like a normal pipe? I think we just like need a normal one, right? Let's use some of this golden transport pipe over here. All right, sweet. So glowstone's going to go that way. Bone meal's going to go straight down. Redstone's going to go like that. All right, sweet. And this is the last auto crafting table in the loop, right? So we don't need to be sending any materials into that one. Oh, hang on. We do need an iron transport pipe actually, or else it's going to feed redstone into this auto crafting table. So there we go. Let's just get that set up. There we go. That's going to go like that. That's going to go like that, and that's going to go in. Okay, sweet. All right, so our factory is kind of set up. What we need to do now, of course, is get some more autarkic gates installed. So let's get some more autarkic gates installed into these wooden transport pipes like this. And autarkic gates are really sweet because it means we don't have to use redstone engines to actually power these things. So that's actually freaking awesome. Oh, and we don't actually need an autarkic gate in this one, because the electric engine's going to be doing the powering. So we can stick our last autarkic gate in there. All right, awesome. Now, these autarkic gates are going to require some sort of redstone signal to function, right? And I want to be able to turn this factory on and off with the flick of a switch. I don't want it to just run 24 hours a day, because we just won't we won't be able to keep these barrels filled with the materials required to keep this factory running. So I want to be able to just like switch the factory on and off. So here's what I'm thinking, right? If we run a block, like a line of iron blocks like this next to the autarkic gates, and then run like a line of red alloy wire like so. If we add a lever over here, we should be able to turn our autarkic gates on and off, right? So let's actually set up the autarkic gates. We want a redstone signal to be on, and then we want it to give an energy pulse. So that's the setting that we want to go with over here. Redstone signal on, energy pulse. redstone signal on, energy pulse, and so on and so on. Just get all these suckers set up like this. And yes, I did experiment, people. I didn't want to fail in this episode. So I have done a little bit of research. Let's have a look. There we go. You can see all the items are coming out there. Those are going to go into the auto crafting tables. Let's just make sure all of our pipage has been set up correctly. No. No, 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 no. There's a fail over here. There we go. All right, there we go. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's getting filled up correctly. Wonderful. This one's getting filled up correctly. That's also wonderful. And this one is getting filled up correctly too. So that is also sweet. What we do need, though, is a torch. All right, guys, welcome back. I just got some torches so we don't get any spawnage up here while we're working. But this lever is doing the business. It is turning our autarkic switches on and off, which is sending materials into the auto crafting table. However, we don't want to send too many materials into the into the auto crafting tables yet. So let's get some more bone meal up there. Oops. All right, sweet. So that's working well. I'm digging that. Now, the next step is to get these auto crafting tables over here to produce the ingredients and send those ingredients into this final auto crafting table over here, right? So let's get some, I think, because this barrel is the furthest away, let's use some golden transport pipe like this so we can get the glass all the way over here as quickly as possible. And then what I think we're probably going to have to do is use iron transport pipes at each of these points over here. And then we can switch back to golden transport pipes, like so. And then this is going to go all the way in here. Now, what I was thinking was because we're going to be producing a ridiculous amount of ingredients at a very, very rapid rate, because these autarkic gates are going to be sucking out the items really, really quickly. Maybe what we should do is install 2 auto crafting tables creating these Lumar lamps, or these inverted white light lamps, or whatever they are. So why don't we make another auto crafting table that's going to make one of these things. Let's just steal a little bit more of that. So check it out. We'll make another auto crafting table. And the reason that I think we need to do this is because if we have a look at our Lumar producing auto crafting table, this one, it actually makes 2 white Lumar instead of 1. And well, this only makes 1 redstone torch, but this makes 16 glass panes a go. This makes 2 white Lumar a go. So there's going to be quite a lot of material heading into this auto crafting table. And if there's a surplus amount of material, it's just going to start jumping out and making a whole huge mess around here. So what I'm thinking is maybe what we should do is like just do this, very similar to what we have in the recycling facility in the cyber labs over there. Just split it like this, and roughly half of the material will go to this auto crafting table, and roughly half of the material will go to this one. So let's give that a go. And I think what we'll need to do though is get another wooden transport pipe. Oh look, by the magic of the internet, I popped down to the storage rooms and got us another wooden transport pipe. That's awesome. Anyway, we're going to need another wooden transport pipe over here to suck out the inverted white lamps from this auto crafting table, another electric engine over there, and then we'll probably need some more iron transport pipe work over here. I think we'll probably need to get the iron transport pipe like that and a golden transport pipe like so, then wrench the sucker like that. Okay, sweet. So now we've got 2 output auto crafting tables that are going to be creating our inverted white lamps. And now what we need to do is get a bit of power to these electrical engines. But what we're also going to need to do is get a redstone signal to them, I think, so we can turn them on when we turn on the factory. And what I was thinking, right, what we could do is use the redstone signal that we are getting from that lever over there to fire up these electrical engines too. So check it out, right? Let's run our red alloy wire to both of our electrical engines like that. So when we hit this switch, it should be powering up our electrical engines when we actually connect them. So let's connect our electrical engines to our power supply. like so. Boom. All right, so when we hit this switch, there we go. Excellent. It turns on the electrical engines, which is going to basically turn on the auto crafting tables to make the white Luma or the white inverted lamps. Okay, excellent, guys. Our factory's coming along really, really nicely. There's only one more thing that we need to do, though, and that is fire up these autarkic gates over here, right? Now, what we could do is run another line of iron blocks like this, and then run a red alloy wire behind them. But what that is going to do is that is going to set a redstone signal into these iron transport pipes. And iron transport pipes actually change shape when you send a redstone signal into them. So we have to be a little bit more creative with this one. We need to find a way to get a redstone signal into these autarkic gates without using just a normal block. And we can do that using a redstone tube frame, exactly the same redstone tube frame that we used in the Ferru harvester, that we've used in the airlock entry over there. It's a really useful freaking block, actually, because it can send a redstone signal down the middle of a block, and it can also like cut off a redstone signal from other blocks, right? Because what we're going to do is we're going to insert iron paneling into this redstone tube frame like this, and that's actually going to cut off the redstone signal that could be sent into these iron transport pipes. So I'm just going to get this installed. Alright, my friends, just finished installing the redstone tube frames over there and reconfigured our iron transport pipes. Now what we can do is get a lever in this position over here, and when we hit this lever, you can see that it's actually connected itself to the internal structure of this tube frame over here. When we hit this lever, let's just get it installed in the correct freaking way. I kind of want it to look the same as that one. There we go. That's going to send a redstone signal, and you can actually see the redstone signal going down into the autarkic gates over there. So this, in theory, should power up our auto crafting tables when we hit this lever over here. Let's just finish off the aesthetics of this, I think. Make it look a little bit better. Let's cover up the shame. Like that. Okay, sweet. All right, so let's give it a go, right? Let's get a redstone signal. There so we can actually see the redstone signal going through the tube frame. And now what we should see is these autarkic gates firing up. Or have we configured them? Okay, we haven't configured them yet. So let's just turn this off. So I think we need to configure them in exactly the same way. When this receives a redstone signal, deliver an energy pulse. There we go. So when we hit this lever now, we should see these autarkic gates fired up. There we go. There we go. They're actually producing the materials. Sweet. All right. Let's just get this shut down, though. Because something is happening here, man. Something is going horribly, horribly wrong. And I think it's probably the iron transport pipes at the back here. Yep. Here's the culprit. Here's the freaking culprit. There we go. Alright, those are now configured correctly. Alright, sweet. Well, in theory, our factory should now be working. What I do want to do, though, is get a bit more materials for our factory over here, guys. So I'm going to kaplam this sucker, head down to the storage rooms, get a whole bunch of these materials, and then we can test this thing together to see if it actually freaking works, man. Kaplam! Alright, my sabbat diggity dogs, after much toiling, pain, and face palms, the inverted white lamp factory is now fully stocked and ready for testing. Give me a break, guys. This is my very first factory build after coming back to feed the beast, okay? I'm freaking rusty, but it is looking pretty sweet, man. I gotta say, I'm quite happy with how it's turned out. Now, in theory, this is how this sucker should be working. When we hit these switches over here, these barrels are going to feed the items required into these auto crafting tables to create the ingredients required to make inverted white lamps. Those inverted white lamps are then going to be stored in this barrel over here so that we can use them for the construction of the next module in the ReNDoG space platform. That's the freaking theory. And there's only one way to test this out, guys. Let's hit these freaking levers, baby. Bam! All right, our engines are firing. The items are coming out of the barrels. Hopefully our iron transport pipes have been configured correctly. Let's just check. Yeah, everything's going to the correct places. Let's pop out to the back of the factory. We should be seeing all of these materials shooting into these two crafting tables over here. Yes, we can see the lumars coming out. There comes the redstone torches. There comes the panes on the end there. This auto crafting table is creating white inverted lamps. Yes, and that is going into this relay, and this relay is pumping them directly into this barrel. And that, my ladies and gentlemen, cyber dogs and friends across the freaking world, is what is known as a success. That is a working inverted white lamp factory, and it is freaking sweet. Oh man, that is epic. Look at this. In the space of just a few seconds, we've already created 30 inverted white lamps. You know how long it takes me to make these freaking things, man? It takes me much longer than just a few seconds. So this is beautiful. I mean, this is a beautiful sight, man. Oh goodness, we are actually running out of glowstone over there though. So let's shut that down. Let's steal a bit of glowstone from here, just so that we don't empty the barrel. There's only one more thing that we need to do, guys, to make this factory sustainable. And actually we need to steal a bit of glass from here also. And that is connect this factory to our sorting system. And we're going to do that using pneumatic tubes. And all we need to do is get pneumatic pipes into the tops of these barrels. So let's just get them in place like this. And I'm going to connect this to this pneumatic pipe over here. And then what I'm going to need to do is head down to the storage rooms and, oh no, we've got a leakage. We've got leakage. All right, looks like we are not processing the white lumar quick enough to actually make it not spew out of the factory. So I think I'm going to have to do a little bit of work on that also, guys. But now we've connected our barrels to our sorting system. And hopefully what should happen is, as long as there are no barrels inside of the sorting facility in the cyber labs that hold any of these materials, all sticks, all glowstone, all glass, and all bone meal will be coming up to our inverted white lamp factory to be processed into inverted white lamps. But it looks like I'm going to have to do a little bit of work around here, guys, to try and optimize this factory. Yeah, we can see that this white lumar is just way too much white lumar going on over here. And it seems to be going directly into that auto crafting table and not actually splitting very well either. So I'm going to have to try and find a way to regulate the inverted or the white lumar going into these auto crafting tables. But guys, for a very first build after a long ass break from Feed the Beast, I'm very, very freaking happy. If you guys have got some suggestions to make this factory work better and to not spew freaking white lumar all over the show, let me know in the comment section below. I hope you have enjoyed this very facepalm infested episode of building a freaking factory. And guys, I hope you have an amazing week. Man, can't wait to play Feed the Beast with you again, guys. This was so much fun. We will see you in the next episode, my friends. Goodbye.